Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We got week 11 football to talk. It's a little different time, and we're not recapping Thursday night football because we're recording this prior to that. As always, go down and like and subscribe. Make your best bets, your prop bets, whatever you want to bet on. Let us know down below. I'm Paul. Pick on Win and Contra, trying to go back to back on someone on here. And who am I with?
Damn, bro, Bella, that nigga Paul trying to go back to back. I would have told him to say Paul if he was talking to me person. I might change my name to Kev Instigating some more because don't forget I can't instigate like a motherfucker. I've been using the juicy hands meme all week talking about some man. Me personally, I wouldn't take that.
That meme is so good.
Oh, bro, so clean. But if you didn't know, my name is Kevin Waterboy Savoy, aka the Don PY. Always the realest on the screen. And let me know if you need a fight or something instigated. I got you.
But the reason why that meme is so fire is because like it was in the middle of like a Instagram live or something, so the picture's blurry as fuck still. But yeah, that shit still has to, like usually memes, but it has to be like crystal clear. Like that shit blurry as shit, and it still is used to this day. Like no one gives a fuck if that shit blurry because it's so perfect.
Bro, that shit's about to be used tomorrow. Wait till college. Wait till we see what happens this slate.
I be using that when I be like in the argument with like football people, and I just kind of like just drop something. That's like my form of just dipping out. Like I'm just dropping the fact. I know you're about to come back with like 1,000 rebuttals, like Bucks fans. Like say what you want. I said what I said.
I said what I said, and I stand on it.
But we got a good ass week of football this coming up for week 11. It's kind of the end of hunt pictures are starting to pop up. The playoff pictures are starting to pop up. The percentages are now out for a lot of the teams. The AFC is fucking. It looks like AFC is all locked up except for one spot of the wild card. So it's gonna be a lot of teams. My Dolphins, one of them, be hoping to be fighting for that spot. But yeah, this is kind of the do or die weeks for a lot of these teams because like if you're a 2-win team or a 3-win team, you gotta win these next couple of weeks.
Facts. I've been trying to look up these college football playoff rates all week, Paul. But for some reason, like I'm so unversed in college football, I can't tell if I'm looking at the AP 25 or the actual football rates. So like,
yeah, look at the bracket right now. Only thing that matters is that college football bracket.
Okay. Well, I went out my way not to look at any games for this card, for this slate, because I want to be surprised. I'm pumped. Let me know what games we talking first. What games catching your eye? Let me know.
1 o'clock. We're gonna open it up with the Dolphins, 7-point favorites at home. One of those do or die teams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Gardner Minshew is the starter. That Aiden O'Connell came out and said that he's gonna be starting this week, and they gave him the best shot to win. That's point blank simple. That's what they say. That's what they think. Dolphins, they gotta win every game moving forward. They're at home, 3-6. This is do or die for them. You know who I'm taking? I'm taking Miami Dolphins. Beat the Rams on prime time. Offense has been kind of doing its thing. Kind of, the run game has been solid. We need to get a little bit more consistent on the passing offense. But the defense was what kind of showed out last week. And if I get the same defense that played against the Rams, that was forcing turnovers, getting third down stops, like the Rams didn't get a third down conversion until the third quarter. So like we were doing great on defense, and we can just keep rolling with that. It's definitely against a Raiders team. We definitely should win this game. Taking the Dolphins should be simple, but it never is.
You know what the word BS is? That's what happens in my life of football. These mother truckers, I was for 3 weeks in a row, I said they have a good pass defense. They made me look stupid for 3 weeks in a row. The 1 week I said, you know what? Sean McVay offense. I'm taking the deep. I'm taking the team that's healthy now. And then y'all showed me up. So I'm scared. I'll tell the world I'm scared. Because I don't know how y'all Dolphins is going to come this week. Because I know the offense is juiced up. They would show that they got fucking even when they were getting slower, because I think after that opening drive, you guys didn't really do much until like late into the second quarter. But that second half, I just didn't give up, and that's the team that I remember. A team that can continue to fight, a team that can continue to like not if they have a lead, not give it all the way up. So this is what sucks. How do you how do y'all win this game?
This keep like the Raiders, you can run on them, and if we keep like from what it looks like is Mike McDaniel is just okay with running the ball this year. So as long as we just keep running the ball and then take those deep shots and stuff when they present themselves and just play smart football, we're just a way better team. Like the defense for the Raiders is hurt. No Kristen Wilkins, he might be having surgery and gonna be done for a couple weeks, maybe for the year, especially with how their season's going. And then on top of all, like Tyreek is only getting healthier and healthier. He still has a wrist injury he was dealing with, but that didn't stop him from scoring the 1 yard touchdown. Fucking Odell's getting introduced into the game plan, which I know it doesn't mean a lot, but it just means that we're opening up the offense, which is what we wouldn't do with Huntley. We're finally doing with Tua. And like when Tua's quarterback, we're averaging like 28 points per game. Like the offense is not the issue. It was just the defense was allowing points, a lot of them.
Want to hear some funny shit?
Defense tying up.
Definitely thought you. No, I thought you definitely thought you said the Ravens. So that's why I was like, tell me how y'all win this game. The Raiders, I forgot. I listened. You said Garner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell, and I didn't even hear that. Paul, y'all don't beat the shit out of them.
All right, now just keep it pushing.
I don't beat them boys.
You're like, I was like, Danny, just gonna go for that. Then we got the battle for the AFC North. Steelers, 3-point dogs at home, taking on the Ravens. Lamar definitely gets his toughest test against the Steelers. That's they've seen. They always play him well. This is old school football. Two of one of the best rivalries in football. Kind of a respect rivalry now. It's the Steelers defense and the Russell Wilson new offense going to be able to like knock off this Ravens team that people thought was this the best thing going for the last few weeks.
Teams be getting like week 10 with no bye. I'm like, damn, I know them niggas tired. But Ravens played on Thursday, rested up, won the game on a 2-point conversion stop when Jamar Chase was wide open. I think this team found a way to win last week. I think this offense stayed nice. If people like Ronnie Stanley and this O-line can hold up against TJ Watt and the boys, I'm liking the Ravens to look good in this game. Get the dub and hold it down. But they need them boys a bye week. It's 10 games. That shit is tragic.
Kyle Hamilton's questionable for the game because of what happened on Thursday night. That's the one thing that does make me worry a little bit because that's a big piece of their defense. Kind of does a lot from sacks to coverage to man. Like he kind of is all over the field, and that's what kind of makes it shaky because he's not playing back there. Maybe Russell Wilson can get those deep shots to Pickens off. But I don't know. The Steelers kind of they beat the Commanders, but I felt like the Commanders did a lot to beat themselves. The Ravens, the Ravens keep having these close games. I'm gonna pick the Ravens here on the road going into Pittsburgh. It might get ugly. Like TJ Watt is a game record. That defense is a game record, and the Steelers just play good football. Like if the Ravens do shit to fuck themselves up, throw a couple interceptions, a fumble here or there, the Steelers will capitalize in this game.
One thing about the Ravens, them boys play good on the road. Let me see their road record.
Lamar versus the Steelers. I'm trying to see real quick his record. Oh yeah, Lamar's 2-4 against the Steelers. They play him really well. That's why I'm like, I know they always the toughest challenge to date is him versus the Steelers. Fuck it. We're gonna need some differences probably down the road. Let me get the Steelers as a home dog. They always treat me well when they're dogs. They were my dog last week. They're probably my only winning dogs all year when I lock them up. So yeah, I'll switch it up. Give me the Steelers here at home, being the catching 3.
You can get tickets for this game for like 4:31 end zone. I'm just saying.
Then we got the biggest spread, I think, on the slate, arguably the biggest we've seen all year. The Lions, 14-point favorites against the Jaguars. Mac Jones might be able to cover 14, but I don't want to spend much time talking about this. Like the Lions probably will catch another loss before the year's over because they play a lot of like dangerous football. But this Jaguars team is dead. Doug Peterson probably fired after this game.
This man, Jared Goff, has 9 interceptions.
Hey, but he threw five in one game though. We threw five in one game.
Bro, that's what makes it so funny. Like, imagine walking into the game with 4 interceptions. You came back with 9. Like, he probably jumped so many people on the interception list. Like,
Oh my gosh, bro. It wasn't even like a dot on the radar. And now there he is, like in the middle of the pack. Like MVP, that's just
gets
my
his whole island.
MVP bet's dead. Like Lamar's gonna get the third MVP like, of his career, like back to back. Like
They're saying Josh Allen the favorite.
I could see that too with the voters.
Just to hold my dog. Yeah, just to hold my dog one time. I see it. But yeah, we got the Lions on this one. The Lions beat the shit out of teams, and I'm expecting them to do that here.
And then we got the Patriots. 5-point dogs at home with the Rams coming into town. Patriots coming off of a nice win over the Bears.
Nice one.
Rookie against vet right here. Stafford versus May. Kind of gonna be electric. Hopefully Stafford shares a couple notes with my boy Drake May after the game. I'll give him some word of advice and shit. But who do you got in this game? Do the Rams kind of turn it around? Because 4-5, they're like they started off ugly. They battled their way back. They're only healthier. And then they got the Patriots who are just going to play some hard football. And Drake May's going to make it exciting no matter how you feel about it.
I'm trying to look up Sean McVay's record against rookies. They don't do well.
For real?
I can't find it. No, I'm saying they don't do well, though. I'm giving it to me. But I got the Rams. I don't know why. They did me dirty last week. Niggas ain't shit. But I'm still, I guess, fucked up about that overtime W they got. So I still think this offense is a good offense. I think the Patriots showed last week that they have a defense that can stop motherfuckers, but I also think the Bears are frauds. So I'm going to take the Rams again and not be excited about the pick because they didn't want to look good on fucking Monday night. Fuck them.
Yeah, this comes down to the Patriots do play good football, but the Rams just put up a lot of points. Like they're going to be a hard team to keep under 20, and like 20 is right where the threshold of what the Patriots are kind of averaging with Drake May. And if like the Rams put up 28, I see them winning this game, and it's going to be a hard. Like Christian Gonzalez is going to do versus Cooper Kupp or Puka is going to be a fun matchup for the weekend. But other than that, I think the Rams should probably win this game. I feel like a safe money line bet, like parlay switch, like would be this team. Then we got.
I'm glad you believe in them boys, but I don't. Fuck them.
Damn, for real?
4 or 5, fuck them.
Then we still a 1:00 game. Saints 1-point favorite taking on the Cleveland Browns. We got the Jameis Winston revenge game. That's on deck.
Shout out the Saints. They won last week to a team that missed 3 field goals. They won by 3 to a team that missed 3 field goals. They got these crazy over the top throws and zone coverage that you shouldn't have been opening in the first place. But good for them. But I ain't seen no Gatorade get dumped, but that's what happened. I think the Browns defense reminds the Saints offense who they are. And as long as Jameis Winston doesn't throw it to the other team all game, well, this is a dub that they can get. Kevin Stefanski can coach them to a dub over Dan the Rizzler. But this is another ugly game.
Where I kind of like the Rizzler's moxie, and I like his name.
Hey, man, the Saints is a favorite. The Saints is a favorite. You betting on that?
I think
Money line?
just because Jameis,
Money line?
yeah, I'm taking the Saints here. I think the Saints, their defense showed at least a little bit of life. I thought they're going to be dead after Lattimore moved on and everything, but they still played deep. They played for Rizzler. Looked like they look like they're more.
Bijan, Bijan ran for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns
Yeah,
by
but
himself.
they did lock down. I mean, the two touchdowns were nice, but then they locked down on Kirk in like the red zone because Kirk was getting the yards.
They
But
did. They did. They did.
and then, but Winston, I know they got Nick Chubb back, but Winston showed me his ass. Like he showed me that, like, oh, this is why you were probably riding the bench, like, because no one trusted you. Like in practice, you might have a fun throw, but then you follow up with some bullshit throw, and that's always on the
Off a
line.
bye? Off a bye?
It is off a bye, but this defense seen Winston Rizzler. I feel like he's gonna have a perfect he's gonna have the perfect defensive plan. I think just to make sure that like Nick Chubb is taken out of the game. The run game is not going to be helping Winston, and he's going to make Winston beat him. And Winston's going to throw a couple.
They're gonna run them out to cover two, so they're not gonna play no cover two. What do you think they're gonna run, man? And with a blitz?
Probably, yeah. I probably see a lot of blitz. I think. I think they're going to load the box, put the pressure up the middle, so Chubb's kind of taking out the game, and then it's going to be just a lot of 1-on-1s, and that does give them opportunity to win them 1-on-1s. But like Cedric Tillman and fucking Jerry Jeudy are going to have to show me.
Damn, those are not niggas out there. I definitely bringing knives to a gunfight, but I don't know. I like them boys to stab a nigga real quick.
They could do. It's only a 1 point spread. This is gonna be a game where I'm either feeling good, like, yeah, thank God I took the team at home, or like, damn, Winston's revenge game. Like I knew it was there. Like I brought it up. Winston being back in New Orleans.
Oh, oh, it's in New Orleans?
Yeah, it's in New Orleans. In the dome. Then we got.
I respect it.
We're going up to New York. The Jets, 4-point favorite at home. Taking on Anthony Richardson's Colts. They're giving him the starting job back after a couple of weeks of Flacco's bullshit. Got the young man taking on the vet. Kind of both teams. This is going to be big for the playoff picture because these are both teams sitting in the hunt. There's only one spot remaining. Because the rest of the spots look like they're going to be locked up. The last spot's the only thing that looks like it's actually open for maybe someone else to get in there. Colts 4-6, Jets 3-7. Both need a win here. How you feeling about this one? Neither team.
This is a not shit bowl. Both of these teams are trying to prove that they're not shit. But even after this game, they're not going to be shit. So this is a not shit bowl. You feel me? I think Anthony Richardson, he took some time away from the game, got to watch. I think he shines in the moment. I just think that Aaron Rodgers and his offense plays a lot better this week than they did last week because they don't really play. They play shitty, but they don't play shitty like really, really shitty, and then really, really shitty again. But I'm gonna take the Colts that they've shown that when they don't throw interceptions all game, they can win football games. So I'm gonna take those guys. Did they win one with Joe Flacco? I think they lost all the Joe Flacco.
No, they lost both games where he was the starter. Let me see. Yeah, no, 30-20, 21-13. Yeah, no, I don't remember if they won one with him, to be honest. I think he came in earlier in the season and won one, but when he became starter, it was downhill.
Yeah, I hope Anthony Richardson plays well, but we know they've been making the tap out jokes all week.
They're hearing the noise.
Who you got?
You're taking the Colts here?
Mm-hmm.
I
Are they the favorite?
No, the Colts are the dog. The Jets are the favorite.
Yes. I got a dog. Sneaky dog.
I'm gonna take the Jets here. Their defense is huh? No, they're on the road.
Oh,
but I'm gonna have to take the Jets here. Like their defense has got to make a couple stops, and I feel like Anthony Richardson is the perfect quarterback to be able to get your defense's like momentum back on the right track. And I don't want to give him too much credit, but but like Aaron Rodgers did lead them towards the red zone. They just couldn't get points in the red zone. They were getting kicking field goals, fumble, um, and there's the how this is so ugly. I'm gonna take the Jets here. This might be the last week I can pick the Jets because I don't know what the rest of the schedule look like. But this is definitely a winnable game. If they lose this game, I'm not picking the Jets for the rest of the year. The Jets are just dead. The whole team didn't mesh. Shit's over.
I'm glad I didn't sell my real estate in the Bronco County. We got a condo in New York, like I was thinking. Aaron Rodgers got over there.
Yeah,
So I was like, New York,
I get a nice
traffic.
now for cheap.
Oh yeah, traffic. Oh yeah, we over here trying to get some extra properties over here in Bronco County while the going is so good.
Wow, I was looking so good right now. Everything's in the
Yeah, try. We might get some. We might go from residential to getting some commercial properties in a second.
Then we got some of these matchups are kind of ugly, honestly. Like we got the Titans here, 6-point dogs at home, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold's thrown 6 interceptions in his past 2 games. But is that enough to make you not pick the Vikings here?
Oh no, that D line is nice.
And the Vikings, I mean, ever since the tackle got hurt, the left tackle, the Sam Darnold experience has gone downhill. So this is an injured Viking squad, even though they got the weapons still. Aaron Jones is banged up. I don't know if he's going to be able to go for this game, so that's also going to play a part. But yeah, I got the Vikings here, 6-point favorites on the road going into Tennessee.
6-point favorites is crazy. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna keep picking up on road teams because what's that? 3 in a row? Ravens, Browns. That's 4 in a row. Ravens, Browns, and the Colts. So yeah, I guess I'm just on a road streak right now. So we're gonna have to pick them on.
Yeah,
Pick the Vikings again. I don't know. The Vikings are a scary trash team. But I like Kevin O'Connell.
I think the Titans are trying. Like I know they played the somewhat competitive against the Chargers, and if they get the fumble scoop, it's a different ball game. But the fact that they're still rolling out Will Levis, I just don't think that I think they're not even really trying to win for real. Like I don't like the fact that Mason Rudolph came in and the offense looked better, but then reverted back to Will Levis when he came back healthy. Maybe they would sneakily want a top 5 pick in this upcoming draft. I don't know. Just so that I do think the 6 points is a lot, but that defense might score a touchdown. Like the Vikings defense might score a touchdown in this game. That's on the table.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. They really will.
Like it could be a close game, 3-point game, fourth quarter, and then pick 6, game over. Now it's a 10-point loss, and they cover the 6. Like type shit. Like Will Levis, the fumble and sack near his own end zone, scoop and score. Like both of those are very real. What Will Levis is playing.
No facts. I mean, they won the last game 12-7. This defense is not letting shit go. Yeah. There's gonna be another game where they say, "Hey, if you're gonna beat me with Sam Darnold, you're gonna have to show me."
Yeah.
And as long as he doesn't fuck up, stop giving the ball away to the other team. Good to you. And don't say. I hope we're not talking to Packers next. So I'm about to say that again.
Oh no, we is. That's the last 1:00 game. We got the Green Bay Packers going into Chicago, where Aaron Rodgers took care of business all the time. This is Jordan Love era. This is his turn to take the mayor of Chicago. He's going in, taking on the rookie, Caleb Williams, who, boy, has been bad these last few weeks. Can they fired offensive coordinator, got a new guy in there calling the plays. He's been cutting it up with Caleb Williams. This is this used to be a nice rivalry. Can it live up to it?
This team is a fraud. This team's a fraud. And the worst part was we didn't think there was shit before. But I just know whatever we thought they were when we were thinking like, oh, this team's doing better. Frauds. Fuck the Bears. I'm expecting the Packers to come in this game, not give the ball away, and play good defense.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Emphasis on not give the ball away.
it. The Bears are like 4-2, and they were looking nice. But then I'm like looking back on the four now, where we know where these teams are at, and it's they beat the Titans first game of Will. They literally Will Levis. They said like the own coach of the Titans said like if we don't play offense and just punt the ball away, we win this game. Um, so it wasn't a good showing for the Bears. Like everyone was on Caleb Williams' ass. Then they beat the beat up Rams with no Cooper, no Puka. Another close fight. But then they beat the Panthers and Jaguars, where we know what they is.
Shit looks like crazy right now.
Jordan Love could keep this close. I'm not taking that out of the round possibility too. He could throw a couple, but I think the Packers are the better team here. And what is true about the offensive line issues and Caleb won't hold the ball, that Packers front seven is probably just licking their lips right now.
Oh yeah, barbecue chicken. You better call a lot of screens, coach, because we on your ass.
So yeah, as long as Jordan Love doesn't throw 2 or 3 to let the Bears keep it, like the Bears can keep it close that way, but even then, as long as Jordan Love doesn't throw like a game sealing interception, they still can walk out with the win.
All right, just don't give the others. Just look at the jersey first.
Yeah, let's double check before you throw that thing.
Facts.
Then honestly, one of the funner matchups on the 4 o'clock. Broncos, 2-point favorites at home with your Falcons coming into town here, Kev.
Yes.
Sean Payton knows his Falcons team. He knows y'all. I mean, this should be a fun match.
Mean, he knows that Falcons team
That's
with
true.
Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, fucking Devontae Freeman. Like, he knows that team 2 coaches ago for sure. Yeah, of course he knows that team. He don't know these niggas. He don't know about Kurt. He might know our own line. He might not. He might know we ain't got no pass rush for it, but he don't know them boys.
That's true.
So yeah, you know my Falcons are coming in to take the dub, right? But it's gonna be ugly because the Dolphins' defense is good, and I'm gonna say this for the 5th game in a row: don't give the ball to the other team, Kurt. Especially when we driving down to get the dub. And Young Hoku, nigga, you better go 90%.
There's both these teams coming off a bad special teams play with the Young Hoku misses and then the field goal block by the Broncos that end up losing them game. So that's just a funny like thing that ties these two together. I want to take the Falcons, but the Broncos defense is so good where like they should have beat the Broncos. They should have beat the Chiefs like just off of defensive play alone.
Falcons should have beat the Chiefs on Monday and they called the pass interference.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. We got man. Do I go against? Do I take the home? No, I think I kind of like the Broncos as a dog more than I like them as a favorite. I'm gonna take the Falcons with you here.
There you go.
And I think it's more if they just keep running the ball. It's gonna be. I think it might be a low scoring game, but give me the Falcons.
16-12 is not what I'm calling.
And then divisional matchup: 49ers, 6.5-point favorites at home, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. This is.
I thought they were taking the Cardinals. I'm like 6.5-point favorites for what?
Oh no, they got the Seahawks on deck. They played earlier in the season too. I'm trying to pull that up. Yeah, they played 36-24. 49ers beat them in Seattle. And I think that was whenever the fans weren't showing up either. There was a lot of 49ers fans in that building. But this is now in.
There was a lot of 49ers fans in Tampa last week.
That's true. Yeah, they've been moving, but this is actual real home game for them boys. Kind of get their shit together, even though that they won last week. They definitely know that it wasn't the way that they should have. Seattle needs to. They were 1-4 in their last 5. Seattle needs to get off the snide here, and get a win, especially a divisional win. How we feeling?
I mean, I've been saying forever that Gino's a game player, right? So you would think I'm coming in with this picking the Seahawks. Blech. 1-4. Offenses look bad. One of those losses, I think the only team that they beat in those is us, the Falcons.
Yeah.
Like you look bad in every other game. Well, I guess they went to overtime with the Rams and shit. Cool, but definitely not taking the Seahawks on this one, man. No, I'm expecting the 49ers to see like, all right, let's let's convert in the red zone so our kicker doesn't have a chance to miss three kicks. And them boys for the lock in and take the dub.
Yeah, there's a lot of outside noise right now coming in with all the Debo. I didn't know. I didn't even realize how much this did with him choking Jake Moody and shit on the sideline. That shit was definitely not a good look. But what cures all the outside noise is going out and getting a very good win over the divisional opponent. Not only getting the win, but looking good, cohesive, all three sides of the field. Defense has definitely got to step up because this defense has been letting a lot of games be super close. Even when the 49ers put up 25 plus points, they've lost games. So not the same defense we're used to with the 49ers. But yeah, I think at home here, they beat them on the road. They should take care of them at home here. Give me the 49ers, both on them. And then a game that a lot of people said should have maybe been prime time, but it's not. We got the Bills, 2-point favorites, hosting the Kansas City Chiefs, who are dogs, even though they're 9-0, Kev. It's in Buffalo. How are we feeling?
I mean, if this is the week to beat the Chiefs, this is the week to beat the Chiefs. So like you can make this is your week to lock in and stay focused. But I don't know. The Chiefs haven't lost yet. It doesn't make anybody that bet against them so far. It
Yeah.
looked crazy. So
This is if Josh Allen
and they're,
MVP tickets, this is the game to be watching.
and they're the favorites. I mean, they're the dogs. I think I need some more dogs on my slate.
You you might need some dogs. This is this is so weird because I can't. Patrick Mahomes owns Josh Allen, like head to head matchup. He always takes care of business. But this, I feel like this one just has a different vibe to it. Even though they're undefeated, it's not the prettiest wins.
Oh, disgusting. And they will be down in this game. It's just up to the Bills. Are you going to keep them down or are you going to let them creep back in?
Josh Allen did throw a couple interceptions last week, but no one's talking about it. But I mean, Mahomes, no one. Your original statement. This is the week the Chiefs lose. Like this is the week. Like this is the team to do it. You're a team that like can put up points, and the Chiefs are not right yet. Like this is they're at their lowest still. I think I'm gonna have to as the home favorite. I know it's probably like how can you not pick the Chiefs? They're undefeated. They're underdogs. All that. Andy Reid's probably locked into offense for this game particularly. But the Bills, I've seen more out of the Bills, whereas the Chiefs kind of haven't looked their best yet. They should have won last week. Their close games are going to catch up to them, and this is going to be the week that finally does. I like Buffalo here. Are you riding the Buffalo train, or are you taking the undefeated dog?
Right, I'm a motherfucking temporary honorary member of Bills Mafia, you feel me? Like, I would love to take them boys as take them boys for the dub. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I bet against the Chiefs when they played the Ravens, and I've been right every week ever since. So gonna pick them boys again, even though I do like the Bills to come ready to fucking play, match up well against them to get the dub. But I'm gonna take the dudes that every time I've bet on so far. I've picked, have one. Even though last week was literally the craziest shit I've seen in a while. But it is what it is.
And then for Sunday night football, this game wasn't supposed to be Sunday night. It was actually supposed to be Colts and Jets, but because both teams have been stinking it up, it got flexed out, put back at 1 o'clock. And instead, we're getting the Chargers, who are a 1.5 point favorite at home, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals 4-6, just lost to the Ravens in overtime, and the Chargers playing good football. We got Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. How are we feeling here? This used to be this was like the marquee matchup for a while. Burrow, Herbert. Now it's a little different.
I mean, if this defense, Chargers defense wasn't so good, I would say, yeah, they got this, man. But Joe Burrow, you gonna have to put something up. 34 last week was cool, but you got to come with that same energy. And I don't know if he got in, especially against the team that's rolling like the Chargers right now.
You think he used up all the juice?
There's juice there. Oh, sorry. This team has just been on a different level of focus, and it shows.
That's true. I just feel like the Bengals got their back against the wall, and if it wasn't the Ravens last week, they probably could be. They played good enough football to beat 31 teams last week. It just hadn't be the Ravens that you ran into right now. Uh, I think the Bengals get the dub here. I kind of like the Bengals as a dog, even though the Chargers are going to get some good offense going because the Bengals defense is bad. I just think Burrow's gonna do enough this game to get another win. Like they need the win, and I think he likes the big lights. You know, he shows up for the big games against other premier quarterbacks, and he knows this is going to be a Herbert Burrow type of debate. So give me Joe Burr. The Bengals get the win as a dog. And then for our final game, Monday Night Football, the Battle of Texas. We got the Cowboys, who are 7.5-point dogs at home, taking on the Houston Texans, Kev. This is the battle of the big star.
Yeah, they better beat the shit out the movies. What? They better whoop them boys' ass. After losing like they did last week, they better lock in and focus. Shows that the Cowboys can't do nothing on offense, especially with their quarterback Cooper Rush. What? And I'm expect Texans to come in and they pop out and show niggas.
I will say that the Texans had this after their loss to the Detroit Lions. They had a players only meeting, which is never a good sign halfway through the season. And apparently, it was a long one, a 2-hour player only meeting, which is crazy long. What they were saying on Pat McAfee and them, which isn't a good sign. But if it wasn't the Cowboys, I would probably be worried. But the Texans, this is a great bounce back spot for the Texans. This is the Cowboys are in a worse spot. So after Parsons basically said he don't give a fuck about Mike McCarthy's job or not and all that. Yeah, it's Cowboys are a dumpster fire from what it looks like. Give me the Houston Texans to wrap out to round out all the picks. Now, Kev, of course, before we head out, we're gonna have to do the two locks and the dog. Been doing pretty good these last couple of weeks, so let's keep the good times rolling. All right, Kev, who you got? How you got?
So right, see, Paul, you inspired me the other day. You sent me a picture. You eating two glizzies at the same time, and I was like, "This glizzy goblin."
Goblin.
So one, see, while you was being a goblin, I was being a ghoul. So this week, I think I'm taking all dogs. No, not even worried about the slate. Not.
How you?
I'm taking my Falcons. I'm taking the Browns. And I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs to walk into Buffalo with Bills Mafia outside. And they're going to go get it. She's hyping it.
Even though you're locking up, I feel like every time we picked our own team, we've got burnt. But I respect. I respect it.
2 weeks. It's really because I missed it with them last week, so I'm like, fuck it. You missed 100 shots you don't take.
I respect it. I'm gonna keep it classic. I'm not gonna go balls to the wall. Because last time I went triple dog, I went 0 for 3. So I'm not having that happen again.
I could see that. That's why I'm picking it. So I'm like, but what if I go 3-0?
Oh, then that would look so good for the record.
My parlay.
Oh, the odds would be phenomenal. Oh,
my
parlay is what my 2 lock will be. This is my 2 lock parlay. Take these money lines, run to it. Get the Rams over the Patriots. It's just veteran Stafford. Stafford's gonna dice up the Patriots and then drop some knowledge on Drake May after the game, and the Patriots fans are gonna be happy with that. And then I'm gonna go with the same thing. The Jets over the Colts. I think the Jets are gonna be able to just move the ball a little bit more than what Anthony Richardson is gonna be able to do. And I mean, it
Yeah,
was. And also, I forgot to bring this up. You don't ever sit the young guy for an older guy and then go back to him. Like it's just like you don't do that.
yeah, that does look crazy. I mean, they did. Bryce, he
But
2
it was
0.
he had a car accident. Like Andy Dalton got hurt outside of football. They had a
Oh no.
that, and then he happened to win that game.
How we know Joe Flacco? How we know Joe Flacco ain't get hurt?
Hurt his feelings,
There's
maybe.
something. I don't know, bro. That nigga need LASIK or something, kid. Something happened.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with them. And then my dog, you, I thought about the Falcons too because I was with you on them, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals on prime time to beat the Chargers. I kind of like the Bengals as a dog. I don't think you're gonna get that often in this league, so I like that one.
I feel like we switched this week. I feel like usually you're the person that's doing all the risky shit, and I'm just over here like, yeah,
Keep on
we're gonna do it,
pushing.
but we gonna take it. We gonna take it strategic, smooth. We're gonna keep it classic. But you don't. I feel like we switched this week. Let's see how this turns out.
See, I almost took the Steelers as a dog because they every time I dog them up, they always get a dub. But I don't want that bad. I'm not trying to put no juju on that Steelers Ravens game. But as always, appreciate everybody for watching. We'll be back this week. We got UFC 309 popping up. Jake Paul Tyson versus Tyson on Friday. So it's gonna be a big week of combat sports. But always stay tuned for the NFL picks every week, recap every week. As always, go down, like, and subscribe. Comment your picks, your bets, your parlays. I'm Paul, pick a winner.
What's wrong with this cat?
Kev, Waterboy Savoy, and that's Bella. And if y'all didn't know, now y'all know, motherfuckers.